What's going on, everyone? Jay here, and today I want to answer a couple of questions that I get asked often. First one is, what is the current real estate market doing? And the second one, is it a good time to buy a home or not? Before I answer those questions, I want to show y'all a few graphs that could possibly change your perspective on things and hopefully help answer that question whether you should buy a home or not. This is the first graph I want to show you. This is the median price of homes sold in the United States. As you can see, it slowly increases over time, on average maybe 10% year over year, with minor ups and downs along the way. Here in 2008, this is the housing bubble that everyone always talks about. It was mainly caused by bad loans, and when people couldn't afford their mortgage anymore, they go into foreclosure, and it dumped a lot of homes into the market, which lowered the price. But as you can see, within 5 or 6 years, you're back where you started. There was a lot of regulations put in place, calmed everything down, and then it started going back up like it normally does, right? And then in 2021, this is the most recent abnormal spike. The interest rate was at its all-time low. A lot of people were getting interest rate under 3%. Some at 2.5% or even lower. COVID disrupted the supply chain a little, and inventory was low. That, along with the largest demographic going into its prime home buying age, and COVID changed the way people want to live. They wanted more space. They can work from home now, so they need a bigger home. And it was just a lot of different things that caused that perfect storm and increased the prices of homes greatly. So the feds wanted to calm that down a little bit, so they raised the interest rate slowly. Well, not slowly, because they raised it pretty quick. We're pushing 8% now. And it's showing its effect, right? It's cooling things down. The inventory is slowly growing, and they're staying on the market a little bit longer, and that's where we're at. But there's got to be an underlying force that's increasing the price of homes year over year. So that brings me to my next graph, and this is it. This is world population. Let me move myself out of the way here. We are at 8 billion people in 2023. As you can see, the growth recently has been exponential, and this is not coming down in our lifetime. And I know this is a basic way of looking at it, right? But it's standard supply and demand. Demand comes from the population. If it's increasing, of course it's going to increase. More people buying up land and real estate. And then that will decrease the land and real estate available, lower the supply. I don't think anyone's making any more land out there. I don't like persuading people. You tell me what's going to happen. Increased demand, lower supply. Most likely the prices is going up, right? That's why we see this right here, slowly increasing with minor ups and downs, and maybe one or two in your lifetime with major spikes like this. That's where we're at right now. And seeing the world population, let's look at the United States population, which is increasing also. We're at probably right around 334 million in 2023. And then even closer look in my area, this is Florida's population increase compared to the United States. I just think this is good to see, so you can get an idea what's going on around the world, in the United States, and in my area, Florida, and in specific, Tampa Bay area. So let me bring up my Tampa Bay market and see what is going on here, right? Just like other areas, it's slowly increasing, and in 2021 it made that major spike. It did make a price correction, but now it's starting to go back up and possibly tapering off here. Where we go from here, I still think the major influence on that would be interest rate and inventory. If the interest rate ever comes down to around, let's say, 6%, let me pull up the interest rate graph here. As you can see, in 2021 we were around 2.5%, and now we're pushing 8%. If it ever comes down to around 6%, is going to be a madhouse. There's going to be 10 or 12 different buyers going after the same property. It'll be multi-offer situation, it will most likely spike the prices again. So if you're able to purchase a home now, I would go ahead and do it, right? While there's less competition, and possibly later on when the interest rate comes down, you just refinance it. So the other thing that could help move the prices and possibly bring it down temporarily is inventory. And again, we know it's temporary because it's going against population growth, and we know that's not coming down in our lifetime, but it could help temporarily is inventory. There's a couple different ways inventory can come into the market. The new home builders could ramp up their building process. I know they're running out of space near major cities, so they're having to build out further and further away from the major cities. But yes, that could definitely help. Another popular opinion is foreclosures are coming up, but I want to show you this foreclosure activity in 2023. This is where we're at now. As you can see, we're at historically low foreclosure activity. No, in this time period right here was a foreclosure moratorium, so only private lenders could foreclose homes. When that went away, it did increase a little bit, but still, we're low. I don't think we're going to get any relief from that area. Another possibility is the unemployment rate goes up. People don't have jobs, they can't pay for their mortgage, but this is the unemployment rate right now. We're healthy at 3.5, 3.8%. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. What is my answer? Is it a good time to buy a home or not? What is the market going to do? And again, I think the market's just going to stay basically flat and maybe have ups and downs during the standard cycle. And you can see these little dips right here that's happening. That's January. Not too many people do business in December, and it takes about 30 days to close a contract, so it shows up in January as these dips, right? Sometimes you can get good deals in December's, man. But anyway, what was I saying? All right, the other question was, should I buy a home, right? When people ask me this, my answer is always the same. It just really depends on your situation. If you're one of those people that have to move around quite a bit, whether it's jobs or whatnot, and you don't want to rent out your home, then absolutely not. Don't buy a home. Just rent an apartment so you can get in and out pretty easy. Or if you're a flipper or an investor, definitely keep a close eye on the market conditions and see what's going on, because in the short term, things could go up and down pretty quick. But if you're one of those people that know you're going to be in the home for a while, at least 5 years, or if not, you're going to keep it and rent it out, absolutely. If you're able to get one, I would get one. Buying home is not like buying any other thing. For example, like let's say you buy a car. You pay for the car, your money's gone, and eventually your car will die out or at least depreciate quite a bit. But when you buy a home, just to make it easier to understand, let's say it's cash, right? You move your money from your bank to home, your money is still there. It didn't go anywhere. You're basically getting a home for free. And not only that, your house will appreciate in price as the years go by. That means your money will also increase. If you want to take your money out, sell your home, you get your money plus the increase in appreciation. You need a place to stay anyway. It's one of the basic human needs, right? Besides food, water, air, you need shelter. So you're going to be paying for it one way or another, whether you're renting it or buying it. I would definitely buy it if you're able. And again, I really don't like persuading anyone. Most people have their minds made up on certain decisions anyway, but hopefully showing you these graphs will give you a different perspective on things and maybe help answer that question of whether you should buy a home or not. If you have disagreements or other ideas, please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'd love to hear from you. And my full-time job is a realtor, so if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Tampa Bay area, please look me up. You can find my info at jsellstampabay.com. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.